CP Zwani. I'm back again with another episode of Sludge Underground. And today I've got a special return guest and with Jazzy June. It is too
Hey,
much. It's too much. And today we're going to be talking about his latest EP. Before we even jump into the EP, there's a lot that has happened since we last spoke, you and I. So
yeah,
just to basically quote one of the tweets that you tweeted out. I'm in my own lane, doing what I love the most, for the right reasons. There's no other place I'd rather be. Now I need more perspective on that, my brother. In that, what did it take for you to be kule space okusona njengamanje, the growth that you've, had to endure, the trials and tribulations and all that there. We've obviously seen you transition, from,
yeah.
June Blackheart to Palmtree June. Now it's Jazzy
Been a
June.
journey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely a
yeah.
journey, bro. So give me a bit more on that, bro, on the growth and the happy place that you're in right now.
Yo, it's been a lot. I'm from Kambamanga, from building the group with the guys to trying to find myself as an individual, like we spoke the last time in Kokanani. So from getting into Lesser stage, so we build it as an individual. It's been a couple of years. I mean, a lot has happened, dog, apart from the music, you know what I mean? And I just felt it was right for me to take my experiences and everything that I go through with it and use it to build my music and who I want to be. So yeah, a lot has happened, bro. My daughter was born in 2019. So that was a big change in my life. Like it changed my perspective a lot, on a lot of things. Even with the music, as a whole, I started to rethink why I do this, what I want to do this for. You know what I mean? So Pink Roses is a perfect example of where I want to be and what I'm trying to represent as Jazzy June.
It's very beautiful, bro, that you mentioned, the birth of your daughter. Congrats on that,
Yeah.
just by the way, man. She's
Oh
really
yeah. Well,
beautiful
thanks, bro.
and she looks just like you, fam. Like Dari
I
Fulakaki.
get that a lot.
Looks
I get that
it
a lot.
looks nothing like her mother, bro. So you did the most. Like you represented her hard, fam. But you can actually see, the influence, that her birth has had on you, because I was just looking at the EP as a whole, and we're still going to talk, a bit more about that, but just
Yeah,
how,
sure.
positive and how, colorful the message is and how bright everything is, and,
Mhm.
not a single sense of negativity at all. So I can definitely say Nama would say, as you say, she's definitely, had that sort of positive influence on that there. But just looking back at why, bro, and how, big it was. Obviously, it ended up being on television, on the airwaves and
Yeah, yeah.
everywhere. How much of an impact did that have? What was sort of the after effect of EY?
Yeah, well, so AY, it was like part of the beginning of me becoming, yeah, well, as an individual, like apart from Palm Tree, you know what I mean? So it was a big transition, Vid. So, I mean, it helped me find my feet. Working with God has helped me, Vid. Would keep big and I'm as an individual because throughout my whole life, I've literally been hopping from group to group. That's something else we can discuss another time. But if it's the only thing I try about working with people, the dynamics, and just it was just a part of me. So it took me some time to actually get the hang of just being me and doing things the way I want. So why was the beginning of that, bro? And youngsters are cool if it's what's in was actually I can do this the way I want to do it. So why was the transition basically? We can call it that.
Bro, just looking back at, you mentioned, being in multiple groups. Just looking at both experiences as a person who's experienced both, being in, very successful groups, and also now being an individual as Jazzy June. I
Got
mean,
you.
like when you look at both of those, bro, which would you say has been sort of fruitful? I know it's very early in the solo, field, but
Mm.
so far, Nje, just looking at both experiences for you, which would you say Mhlampe has been, a lot one that you prefer, basically?
Hey, bro, experiences are experiences. You know what I mean? Being an individual and being in a group are like two totally different things, because when you're in a group, you got to learn how to work with people. You got to learn the person next to you, how they think and all of that. But more with you got to learn time management and all of those nitty gritty things. So as long as I'm making music the right way, you know what I mean, and it feels right, then I'm in the right path. And back in the time when I was in the group, it felt right. So it was just a journey I had to go through. I picked up some stuff that I'm using now as an individual. So experiences are experiences, bro. I can get kids.
And it's really good, bro. It's you actually able to pick, you pick out the positives from each experience, and
Yeah.
everything that you've learned now on your journey, and something that you actually mentioned, that that now looking back, a lot of you guys in within the group, obviously Palmtree, that you guys mentioned a lot was Woodsy. You guys sort of went your separate ways, so that eventually, sometime in the future, you come back and you guys sort of,
Mm,
each person basically sort of carves out their own sort of following and their own sort of success
exactly.
before then going back, to the collective. Is that still the
Mm.
plan? Or are we just going to be seeing Jazzy June just doing him?
Well, I'd say it was part of the plan, but right now I'd rather speak on pink roses. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
doesn't mean there's bad blood or anything. You know what I mean? But if another person chooses to do something else, it wouldn't be my place to come and pull them out of the decision they make. But to
Yeah.
answer your question, it has
Yeah.
always been the plan, yeah, boy. And we in our individual parts with no
Yeah.
bad blood, and we're still working together as well. So that's it. That's the thing.
No, that is very beautiful, bro. You did obviously mention just now, getting into fatherhood and the impact, that your daughter has had on the direction, and just rethinking, why you sort of making music and doing what you do.
Yeah.
Besides, her being an influence, on the music, is there anything that you've picked up, maybe being a father, that you apply into being an artist, like fully?
Yeah, dog. Good question. Damn. Yo, a whole lot of things, bro. A whole lot of things. Oh, almost like the whole experience as a father. It's damn, dog. It's different. You got to do what you said you got to do. You gotta get up when you have to get up. Yeah, bro. There's no one telling you what to say. Man, just cut so and it's all on you. You know what I mean? And I think that's the biggest thing in Gibambi from fatherhood. Fits.
You're making me realize, how much of a blessing, children
Mm.
are. A lot of
Fits.
people shy away from them, but once you in it, you realize it's not actually, there are a lot of good traits, when it comes to parenthood and
Real
all that
talk,
there.
bro.
So I gotta give you props
Mm.
on that, bro. And the fact that you it has taught you to sort of do what you said, that you're gonna
Mm.
do and stuff. With obviously, we do know, we're still going to talk about the Ipin Roses. I'm going to get to that there. But what I just want to find out from you
Easy.
is, Woodsy, there's obviously the saying that behind every great man is an even greater woman. And the woman, in this case, is no stranger to the show. We've had her on at the time. She
Yeah,
went by
yeah.
Minnie Tusi at that time. But I
Mm.
just really want to find out from you, fam, in that, how has it been, sort of having, a woman that supports you, bro, in your journey, like 100%, because, she's always the first one to put up the content once it's out.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
always the one plugging and all that there. And a lot
Mm.
of people can't say the same, bro. A lot of people are
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah, bro.
We only see them pushing. We never see their women pushing. So how does it feel on your end, having that sort of support running, deep within the fam?
Yeah, let me tell you something, bro. I want to bit so in art, dog, you gotta have something that inspires you. I can make music however I want, bro. Koda, mekhona into engigqugquzelayo nento engi-inspire nento engithi mengifuna ukubhala ngicabange kuqala. That gives me motivation to get up and go back and do that thing again. You know what I mean? So ukuba ne-support system mfethu, especially umuntu la eduze yabo, and mhlambe obviously a lot of people won't see yabo, but mean and ngiyabona how much she wants the best for me, and that just gives me motivation to fight
Mm.
more than like harder than I would have.
I'm just looking at your journey, bro. Like, since we last spoke, and
Mm,
I'm just looking at all these positive things, that have been happening, and
yeah.
I look at, Pink Rose's EP as, a gift as well, because
Mm,
you being able to channel all those energies into the right place, and
got you, bro. Yeah,
putting out in there and your boy Pink Roses, bro. It's really special, man.
basically.
And I feel like there's no other way but to spread, that positive vibe. What I'm talking about is things like the graduation. I recall
Oh,
seeing,
yeah.
you graduating, on social media. And
Mm,
obviously I had, some listening sessions. Obviously the birth of your daughter, the support of Umem,
mm.
and all that there.
Please.
There's just so much to be grateful and happy about, and the fact that you're able to share that with us,
Mm,
it's such a huge privilege, man. Just on that point, on one of the things
mm.
that I've seen you post, you recently posted about something on Twitter, which isn't really on the positive side, but something that I feel like I need to find out what the conclusion of that was. Your pit bull, bro, is
Okay.
out here doing some crazy things. Your pit bull's doing some crazy
Bro.
things, bro. Chris next was a comment. Bopa Inja. What happened, bro? Tell us.
Dog. You want me to put that out there? That was probably one of the worst days, bro. Oh my God. There's a dog in the neighborhood. The owner doesn't keep the dog on a leash and they leave the gate open all the damn time, bro. Mind you, this dog has a way of coming into my yard, and I always have my pit bulls on a leash. So Lenja Lena is would see my pit bulls on a leash. So comes in the yard, uh, barks at my dogs, with some como, just does all of that shit. So this one time my pit bull was able to break the chain, bro. And yeah, all hell broke loose after that.
Damn,
I'm
bro.
in trouble right now as we speak, bro.
Did it escalate that deep, bro? Like, is it actually like, are you in shit?
Bro, the dog owner's a cop. And to make it
Damn,
worse, my dog has had an altercation with two dogs ever since I've had it, and both dogs belong to him. So for him, it's like
damn.
I'm on his case, bro.
Basically, bro, it's like you've got an agenda against his dogs, like, yeah. But I mean, as a person who's got pit bulls, bro, like how safe are they? As a person who's got experience handling them, because I know you're
Yeah.
also selling like some of the puppies as well.
Yo, bro, those dogs are nice, bro. Those dogs are nice, dog. So they kind of do need a little training so they can get used to other dogs. But besides that, those dogs are nice with humans. As long as you get it inside line, you treat it right. I think that's the problem. They're a little smarter than other dogs. So if you don't treat it right, it won't treat you right back. So
I really, it's really hectic, bro. But I really hope we see the whole situation with the cop doesn't like boil over, like,
yeah,
to
no, man,
have
I'll
some
sort it out. I'll
serious
sort it
serious
out.
implications. It's just looking at obviously the crunch talks, bro. It was good getting some background insights, what's been happening, a little catch up session. But what we're here to talk about, bro,
Away.
is obviously the gift that you gave us, that released on the 28th of September, Pink Roses EP. Obviously we know Uguti, it's just all positivity and love and
Mm,
vibes.
mm.
And you can see that right in the name, your boy Pink Roses. So I want you to tell me about the process, in terms of, how it is that you came up with this name and why this name in particular, especially in a society where masculinity and males don't really want to be
I
associated
got
with
you.
pink and roses and all that. So
Yeah,
why this
yeah.
decision to call it, Pink Roses EP?
Firstly, like it was always my plan. I would say will be a spring drop. Yeah, or there was just something about spring, right? To the feel of the season. It just vibed right with the songs that I made. Incorporating the roses in the title was to go along with giving off the same feel. And at the same time, 40 pink roses have a meaning, so to say. Yeah, but they represent love, you know what I mean? growth, and everything that the EP represents, basically.
And I think I really see it as well when you mention, the spring drop. It was this something that was sort of planned because even when you listen to the tracks, bro, it's got that, I don't know if I'll
Yeah.
call it like a spring vibe, but
Mm,
it's very
mm.
Durban, bro. And it actually reminded me of like peak Palmtree as well, and in that
Yeah, yeah.
like definitely had those vibes in there. Like it took me back, and yeah, and it sort of, whenever I listen to it, it takes me back to Durban. It's got that Durban sound. How are you able to just channel that energy, bro? Like, does it sort of just happen automatically in studio? Is it something that you plan out beforehand to get the EP to sound the way it does? Let me in on that.
It was all pre-planned, bro. Yeah, well, before I even wrote the first song, I wanted to make an EP that'll be about this, you know what I mean? So the spring drop was also part of the plans. And by the way, Minnie's been doing all my content planning, my literally everything, bro. So that's that. It's just keeping the feel, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And yeah, it's
What?
spring in J, they very part of the plans, and
Mm,
just to
mm.
give off those vibes, bro. Just to give off those chilled vibes.
One of my favorite tracks, on the EP is Don't Be Negative, especially because
It
I
is.
remember Uzi, it was one of this was probably before it, or I think it must have been before Pink Roses was even planned, because I remember Uzi, you
Yeah,
dropped it. And
yeah.
I don't remember whether we spoke about this on air or if we spoke on the side, but I remember you were telling me about the visuals for It Don't Be Negative, and you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like a family member of yours that like did a really like impromptu sort of shoot and all that
Mm,
there.
mm, mm.
At the time when you released It Don't Be Negative, was Pink Roses, already sort of set in motion, or is it something that sort of came after? Would you say that Pink Roses stemmed from, the vibes that you emitted in Don't Be Negative?
Like I said, the whole EP was basically pre-planned. Yeah, but my thing was, I made Don't Be Negative and a couple of other songs, Jobang, Sebens Anukad, but we literally encountered some problems throughout the year. I was supposed to drop like beginning of the year, dog. And some people got in the studio, they took God's equipment, and I lost like over 11 songs, bro. That
Damn.
were, yeah, that were part of Pink Roses and Don't Be Negative and the whole vibe. So been through some shit, got back up. And luckily, when I'm in studio, all Chris Nicks usually pull up and all of that. And we were able to just talk it out. Ngoba vele uGad wayazi ukuthi I was on the verge of releasing this mixtape. We literally just started all over again, bro. Sounded a little crazy for me too, but I had to do what I had to do, dog. But yeah, Don't Be Negative was always part of the Pink Roses songs. It's just that it got a little delayed because of those problems we encountered along the way, bro. For the longest time, I felt like losing those songs meant I'm not supposed to do this. And like after I made the Pink Roses, I was able to look back and see what's actually, well, maybe it was meant to happen. It wasn't figured. I ain't get corner manja. You know what I mean?
Oh, that is very powerful, bro. A really powerful message there. And obviously
It's
it's in line, speaking of powerful, things. We're looking at, the features that you've got on, Pink Roses. You got the likes of Willoki, you got the likes of
yeah,
Snakes, God is in there. I really want to know
yeah.
about yours. How did you sort of make that connection? How did you guys link? She has a very nice sort of tone to her
Mm.
voice. So tell me a bit more
Yeah,
about how you met yours.
like I've known her ever since she released her first song, bro. I was in studio with her. I remember she was working on a Angazumi has me falling for you. So I think it's up on all socials. But
Yeah.
I was there in Jeffetson studio. We're under the same management, bro, Uvuyo. So working with Uvuyo usually helps me meet up with all these other artists he's working with. Right now he's in Joburg, Usemeninja, Umobiazo, and yeah, he's just out there, not beyond. So I met Uyos through Vuyo, and we first met in the studio session where we were just vibing out, and giving off some ideas for her songs and stuff.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
you can just
yeah,
hear what's there's a lot of chemistry there, and some of the leading tracks, or leading up to Pink Roses, you obviously gave us the
mm,
Colorful Aura, I saw you doing a lot of promo, on that there.
yeah.
How did you and Uloki sort of connect? Who made that connection? It's not one of the names. I don't think it's one of the names that you mentioned back then. So how did you guys sort of link
Mhm.
up for this one?
This thing goes back to Linda Tingichela, you would see. Sometimes things just happen for a reason, bro. You know what I mean? Because if I had dropped the first time, I wouldn't have got him on Colorful Aura. Because Ngang Sengi Rikotin, I just needed a third verse. Yeah, bro. And I've always known Loki, bro. Literally, Jay always had his contacts. He's a big friend of mine. Pulls up to my crib, chills out. I do that when he's around as well. So Colorful Aura was just, yeah, Vetsu, me and him just chopping it up. And I literally sent him the song in the morning. And you probably won't believe this, but I got the verse back within, bro, like less than 2 hours. I just asked him for his verse, chopped it up quickly. He was in Joburg though, recording the verse. So we weren't able to be in the studio together.
As you keep saying as well, bro, in that it was meant to happen like this.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
can just I really love how everything sort of fell, in place here. Obviously, you God
Peace.
and the snakes, you've worked with them in the past. How was the
Yeah.
experience now working with the snakes once again, on this one? One of
Mm.
Durban's best, obviously, and as yourself now one of the Durban goats. So working together,
Yeah.
how was that chemistry? Working with the snakes now, because was cool no snakes, and I mean he's not that
Sekulila,
snakes laws.
sisiyena loya.
We're lentuzane, we're spicy. So we say coolile manje. So how was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
working with him like now, versus back then?
I'm not gonna lie, it's always been a vibe, bro. That kid's like super creative, so with the ideas and all of that, you know what I mean? So we never have to think too much or overboard. It just flows, dog. That's one thing I can put out. Yeah.
And the interesting, one of the things that you've also had, when it comes to pushing EP Yako, is also the visualizer that you recently dropped. You linked up with the Tiny Films for visualizer, your Sunshine.
Mm.
So what was that sort of inspired by, with the aesthetic that you guys sort of went for?
Well, meeting up with Tiny, basically, we wanted to go. We were shooting the video for Pink Roses, the title track, and throughout the shoot, the song just played, bro. And Tiny was like, "Yes, this is my favorite song," and I've just always felt like it needed a black and white video. Yeah, bro. And I also I related to that because I had literally told one of my friends the same thing, Jay, a couple of days back. Yeah, boy. So I told him that, and he was like, "Fuck it, let's just do it." Literally on the spot. We shot the Pink Roses video, and at the end of that video, I got dressed. We did the visualizer, Sunshine. Yeah, it was literally a quick thing, bro. The guy's battery was on 6%, since he shoots like they visualize. But we chopped it up and got it done, bro.
Yeah, and you guys really made it work, man. It really looks brilliant. I
Yeah.
mean, the entire push, bro, to We Pink Roses EP has just been really, phenomenal and superb to witness, especially for someone who
Shout out
has
to
seen your
Mimi.
journey,
Shout out to
bro.
Mimi.
Yeah, shout out to Minnie, shout out to 100%, like just your journey, bro. I
Yeah.
feel like someone who's been following it very closely. This is an EP that someone can definitely appreciate and understand
Yeah.
which perspective is sort of coming from. What else can we sort of expect from Pink Roses? Obviously, the last piece of content was the visualizer. Is there anything else that we can expect in Mhlampe in terms of maybe another music video or more guest appearances? Like what's sort of in the pipeline?
Like I said, the visualizer we shot while we were shooting another music video, so we got like some more visual content coming through. I'm gonna do a listening session for the tape, so a whole lot more content coming, bro.
Even the album cover, bro. Like, who is who drove that sort of direction? This is my last question on Pink Roses. The album art. Who basically
Yeah.
curated all that and put that all together for you?
We shot the pictures with my sister Iris Click. She's a photographer as well. So we got the pink roses aesthetic. We got blue to vibe with the pink as well and all of that. But and then I got Snare Causa to do the official album art. She's a graphic designer. She's Durban based as well. Snare underscore Causa. She's pretty cool, bro. She chopped it up and did exactly what I expected from those pictures.
I want to just thank you, bro, for this opportunity. Pink Roses was the focal point of this, and I'm really glad it was you were able to sort of break it down, and get some insight on that. Are there any gigs that you're planning, for anyone that might want to come and experience, the whole thing?
Yeah, for now, I have a listening session that's up on my gram. I think I had a couple of months back, and I got older songs there, so they can check that out for now. But it was a call isn't there, bro, and I'm gonna make sure I post everything up prior, so if it's
All right, that is dope, bro. So with that being said, just give us the handles, man, where people can expect to see all that content, Instagram, Twitter, Yonkindao, so we can check it out, fam.
underscore Jazzy June on Twitter, underscore Jazzy June on Instagram, Jazzy June on Facebook. That's my page. I'm also on TikTok. It's also at underscore Jazzy June.
Hey, that is solid, my G. I think it would be best for us to close out with one of the tracks, obviously with Pink Roses. Which one is your favorite? Actually, no, as in June, let's not pick your favorite. Umini, what's her favorite?
I love all the songs on the EP, but of course, Pink Roses is my favorite because it's about me, guys. Come on, like that's a given. It only makes sense, guys. Yeah, well, Pink Roses, but then again, I also love Sunshine because I feel like Sunshine speaks to everyone, like regardless if you are in a relationship or whatever. But like Sunshine speaks to everyone, and the thing is, on socials, people have been showing Uti they love Sunshine, like. Even if you're in a good mood, in a bad mood, or whatever, just Sunshine just speaks to everyone. So I can't choose between Sunshine and Pink Roses, but Pink Roses makes me very emotional. So yeah.
We'll pay like
half.
We'll do
that
half
makes
off.
sense.
Guys, I cannot thank you guys enough for joining me. Taking some time out of your day to do this. I really appreciate it. And I really hope this isn't the end.
Thank you, bro.
Want to send a special shout out to Umini. Thank you for setting this up. Really appreciate it, fam. Like, highly appreciate it. And everything you're doing for June as well, Jay. I hope all those energies and vibes are reciprocated right back to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Nasipi. Thank you for your time and thank you for always being supportive. We really, really appreciate you, Brad. Highly appreciate you. You're such an amazing human being. And wow, Brad, you're like a genuine guy. One of the rare.
Shout out.
Oh, stop it, guys. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you guys so much. I highly appreciate it. Guys, to everyone that's been listening, it's been Sludge Underground. Check out the episodes on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts via Sludge Underground Podcast. On social media at Sludge Underground, on Twitter at Sludge031. As for myself, it's as 1031. It's been Jazzy June, it's been Umini, and we're gonna be playing out with the Pink Roses together with Sunshine. So guys, until next time, bye for now.
It's the stress about you. I made mistakes, but I'm hoping you can stay, cause I know that I'm a mess without you. Ain't nothing that you can do. You self-made when it gets you self-paid. Really different from the rest around you. I swear there is no other. Always been in my corner. I took you to my mama, even though you didn't wanna. I must admit, I feel lucky to have you. Every time you let me hit it, feel like I just met you. I know you love it when I wrap my arms around your waist. Ain't nothing better than putting a smile on your face. I hope that I ain't never made you feel out of place. Again, I know I won't do anymore. I change my ways. I got responsibilities. I wanna feed my fam. I can't be making no enemies. This is who I am. I can never pretend to be anything I'm not. That shit can fuck up my energies. Fuck up my energies. Pull up to the spot, and by damn, she go where I go. I swear you can't break the synergy. Okay, yeah. Okay, rest in peace to Kenneth, rest in peace to Umhleng. Hate how we find ourselves in situations we could have prevented. Usually smile right through the pain, but manjang was pretend. Cause all that's ringing in my brain is getting fucking revenge. And they told me, calm down, yo, Shroom, calm down. Yeah, we get him when the sun's down and when the the sun's down. And when we pull up, we gon' run down. Yeah, we gon' run down. And we coming in the night, cause that's when we come alive. Yeah, that's right, yeah. I finally find just what's been missing. See, I don't got it all, but the love got me glistening. I don't even talk much, I'm just always listening. So listening, I got the reputation of dribbling and I'm pivoting. That means I hold my grind, I've been cooking, my shit is sizzling, simmering. Bring it to your ear, I'm delivering. I'm never ignorant, I'm 100 until I'm finishing. And I ain't gon' stop until I reach the end.
Sun is shining, stars are lighting.